Crimson Desert is ass. I know why people love it, and we are gonna get into that and why I dislike it. But first, let me break down what Crimson Desert is. Crimson Desert is an action-adventure game developed by Pearl Abyss, which also brought you Black Desert Online. If you have seen the trailers, this game has got a lot of shit going on. Mech piloting, dragon riding, stamina bar from Breath of the Wild, arm wrestling, bare knuckle brawling, archery. So I uninstalled this game at 15 hours of gameplay, and I still have no clue what the fuck is going on. Let me try to put it together. So you play as Cliff, the leader of the Greymane faction. At the start, everyone is mourning their fallen warriors from the previous battle. Then they get ambushed. Everyone dies except for Naira, Jan, and Unka. Cliff gets X'd off and then pushed into the water. Then he gets the Axiom bracelet. Hold on, didn't this nigga Jan get hit with a big boot earlier and get kicked into the water? So you telling me Cliff fell into the same waterfall as Jan and somehow Cliff got the goddamn bracelet? Nigga ain't land on an ancient artifact while in the water. Shit just poofed on his arm, huh? Alright, so Cliff floats down the river and he is helped back to the town of Hernan. Then we run into our first issue with this game. It's missions. You'll have 5 back-to-back missions that are simply padding for the game. Like, what the fuck does arm wrestling have to do with the story? And it continues to do this throughout the 4 chapters that I played. It's either Cliff dicking around, being Harry the helper, or we are riding to a location to slowly follow this person back to camp, just so they can exposition dump. Like, bro, y'all could have kept me at the camp and done this in a goddamn cutscene. Now where was I? You hand this homeless guy some coin. He tells you, I knew you were the right guy. Bro, simply summarizing the story finna piss me the fuck off. He hands you a key to the cellar that he's laying on and jumps into a portal. You venture down and find a lady bound by the wrist, untie her, and she says, yeah, he chose the right person. Who wrote this shit? So a portal appears and you end up in the abyss, which is a floating city. Then you find out the homeless guy is really an ancient being. He tells you to keep doing good deeds. Shout out to my guy Nintendo Dante for telling me this, but at hour 22, it all wraps around and you finally get an explanation. This is a beautiful game. 6 different graphic settings from minimal potato mode all the way up until cinematic mode. Here go a couple of shots from the highest quality setting. Me personally, I like to put my game into low quality because I care more about my game running smoothly than looking good. And here is some footage from the low graphic settings. My only issue with the visuals is one that's shared with Dragon's Dogma. The fucking contrast is cut up to the max. So doing anything at nighttime has you pressing your face up to the goddamn monitor. This game put my PC to fucking work. On low settings, I was pushing about 50 frames out of combat and 35 to 40 in combat, and I was running at 1440p. With my PC, I've ran a decent amount of games on high quality and still had up to 120 frames. So those games being Resident Evil 4 Remake, Vanishers, Ghost of New Eden, and Splitgate. That's just to name a few. So I would say I got a pretty decent system. And now with that being said, I think somebody needs to be fucking locked up because ain't no way the spec requirements are this low. They got niggas turning their PCs into bombs trying to play this shit. Nigga, just to get by, my fucking graphics been looking like the creation page in Blender. So the combat ranges from mediocre to great depending on the player. You can get away with holding the light or heavy button and have the auto combos carry you to success. Or you can use buttons like RBY to do a certain move in the middle of your combos. That's if you want to spice it up a little bit. Something I forgot to place in the visuals is I recommend that you cut down the particle effects lightly because the battlefield gets cluttered easy as hell, especially when you got 10 enemies surrounding you. Just save your eyes a little. Feel me? Just save your eyes. Quick early tips for not getting your fucking teeth kicked in. Fight as much as possible to get skill points and upgrade that fucking stamina. Because if I have to deal with these fucking bosses and heavy troops pulling ultra combos on me again, I'm gonna take the coward's way out. Defense in this game is weird because even though you can block the chip damage, make it not worth the headache. If they pull the whatever the fuck this is on you. What the fuck was that? Had a fucking super rage ultimate art. God damn. You have 3 options. Block it and lose 25% of your health. Dodge it, but the tracking on these moves are not to be fucked with. Or just die. This game has a bunch of side activities. I want this to be noted for the record. If this was an Ubisoft game, y'all wouldn't tolerate the map size and random bullshit in this game. Circling around to my earlier statement, we got arm wrestling, archery, bounty hunting, fishing, bunch of fucking collectibles, fight clubs, horse racing, camp management, world bosses. Like, bro, it's so much shit in this game, and they force you to try them in the main story quest instead of pushing the fucking story forward. To answer, does this game need this big ass open environment? No, there is no fast travel to any of the major cities. Now, I do want this noted. I think I seen something online. They was talking about adding more fast travel points in at the time of me recording this. So until that shit happens, get comfy on that motherfucking horse that needs a goddamn asthma pump. There aren't any interesting POIs to stumble upon. Most towns have terrible shops. It's simply not a fun world to be in. We're gonna wrap this shit up. I cannot recommend this game. The story is bad and filled with a bunch of padding. The game looks good at this moment, runs like shit. The world is just large and filled with activities you would see in Far Cry. The menu, missions, and controls are heavily influenced by Black Desert Online, which doesn't translate well into a single player experience. Combat is only as good as the player makes it. And now, if you have made it this far, I want to thank you for fucking with me. Let me know your thoughts on Crimson Desert in the comments. Leave a like because it helps push me in the algorithm. Subscribe because I do have more content on the way. My name is Double O. I am out.
Hold on, baby, hit the pause, gone, do you dance on it? Bust it down, baby, let me see, spread them legs, let me see what you got. Do your job, I got a check for you. Throw a couple bands, put in work, I got some more for you. Slow it down for me, drop it down, girl, get wild for me, small for me, bend it over, go and touch your toes for me. Pause for me, get the can, baby, do a show for me. All money, if you clean and good, I got a note for you.